All right. Good morning, cyber traders. How's everybody doing this wonderful morning? Just want to see something here. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Welcome, everyone. All right. Welcome back. It is Wednesday. Hopefully, everybody's doing pretty well. No better place to be than in Adversity Room. Before we get started, I just have to say yesterday, that NNDM trade was off the damn charts right here. I mean, this stock was literally up. You could see right here, it started at $1, and it ran 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. It was at $2.50. Then it ran to $3. Then it ran all the way to $3.50. And after hours, it just did not stop. It ran to $6.50. It was up almost was up 500% or some crap like that. That stock was literally uncharted. Now, this is why you don't hold a position overnight. And because when you used to go overnight, if you said, "Oh, maybe the stock is going to back to 20," look where it is right now, down to 250. So this stock was just a phenomenal trade, and I just want to kind of point that out. So congratulations for a lot of you guys who traded it yesterday. And there was a couple other ones we're going to look at that moved also. There was the Penn trade that's doing great. OSTK is doing great. I mean, there's a bunch of them out there. Which, by the way, let me bring up Penn really quick because I want to do a quick little shout out to my nephew, David, who comes in our trading room. He says, "Uncle Fausto, could you teach me how to trade?" Well, he's not going to be here today because he's graduating. So I wanted to congratulate him. He's doing a virtual tour, a virtual graduation thing. And it's pretty funny, not to change the subject, but regarding about my nephew. I was actually in Las Vegas. I was doing a presentation there, and the keynote speaker was Rudy from the movie Rudy. And he goes, "Oh, Uncle Fausto, I don't believe who's the guest speaker who's gonna be doing the for us for graduation." I'm like, who? He goes, "Rudy." It's like, Rudy. I sent him an Instagram of a photograph with him. So I say he's a great presenter. So it was great to know that he's going to be there. But anyway, getting back to the Penn trade, he wanted to learn how to trade. He's been doing very well at the Penn trade. And he goes, I really like this company a lot. My other nephews also own it. But it was more of a swing trade, not more of a day trade. So, but we've been day trading the last 2 days and things are doing phenomenal. So I'm very happy for him. So there's no better graduation gift. Shockingly, he actually did a better, he probably has the best trade out of anyone I know in that I've trained, even myself. He bought Penn at $4. Could you believe it? He bought this right below $5, and he's doing pretty damn well today. So I like to wish him congratulations. Anyway, thank you very much, Grant. So, but anyway, regarding about what happened yesterday and what's going on in the market, there are a lot of stocks moving this morning. I'll be honest with you, I made 3 trades this morning. 1 I broke even, thank God. 2 of them I lost a little money, thank God, because if I didn't have them, I would be getting crushed right now. We're going to talk about them: the LK, the PHUM, and the XELB. Okay, listen, I lose too, and I'm not embarrassed. Listen, there's nothing worse than hearing people just keep talking about how great they are. I remember I did a presentation at one of these Traders Expo events, and I had this guy come up to me. He goes, "Fausto, I'm a great trader. I never lose on a trade." I'm like, "You never lost in a trade?" "Oh, no, I never lose. I never lose." I'm like, "Really? Wow. Could you teach me how you do that? Because I lose all the time, but I'm still here. I've been making a living on it." He goes, "Oh, yeah, I'll definitely show you my strategy." Never heard from the guy ever again. Just like, it was like, so when you hear people brag about how well they do, listen, nobody likes talking about losers. You got to share your losses. Okay. I mean, it's part of the game. I always tell everyone this: the reason why we train you and the reason what makes us different than every single school in the industry is, number one, we don't brag. Okay. Because I think it's really insulting, and it's like throwing in your face saying, "Hey, look how great I am. Look how poor you are." And secondly, it doesn't make you money. It does not make you money. What makes you money is going out there and learning how to stop losing. And that's what the key is. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a few minutes. But regarding about yesterday's trades, a couple other ones I want to bring up. The IPXY, also big winner, popped right out of the gate, went from 7 to 15. done right at 1030, that stock, and you can see where it is right now. That's why you can't go broke taking a profit. What else we got? Overstock. It will really well too yesterday. It went from 15 to 18. This stock is a little bit all over the place. Very fast moving stock, so you got to be careful of it. And then obviously the pen trade that did really well. So those are really the ones that we traded yesterday that has some really good volatility, really good movement. And let me kind of show this because I got to zoom in and out of my YouTube and Facebook because we're webcamming on that. So the reason why. So by the way, if you guys in the cyber group room, if you ever want to watch this the webcam version, it's always nice to go on the YouTube version or the Facebook channel. So you could actually be logged in both. All right. Now, regarding about what's moving this morning, a couple of stocks that are moving. Let's go start bringing them up. Let's start off with the CCCL trade right there. Now, this stock, I tell you the truth, I was like this close of jumping into this position. You could see at 8 o'clock this morning, it just came out of nowhere. It went from like 90 cents to $1.50. And I almost did a trade around $1.40. Good thing I didn't because I would be down right now. But it's up 72%. I'm definitely interested to see how this thing's going to open up. But I'm not trusting any Chinese stock. Not at all. Zero. Okay. Which leads us to LK. The famous LK finally opened up in like a month? It's got to be what? Down 41%. This stock I lost money on. Okay. So let me tell you, in the cyber group room, I did jump into the stock at 274. I got in. And you could see right here at 274, it broke this. Basically right there was the resistance levels right there. It broke that resistance. You could see it right there, broke that resistance. And then all of a sudden I'm like, okay, finally it's breaking out. So I bought it on a breakout. And then it shot up to about 280. I'm like, okay, good. I had nothing crazy, like 5,000 shares of it. And then it started going back down again. I says, crap, it's not going up. I thought 82 was resistance. So I thought it was doing pretty well and whatever. I thought it was going to come back. I didn't trust this in a heartbeat because I know from experience, and we traded before. I got out at 273. Okay. So would have been a decent profit, end up becoming a penny loss. Guess what? It dropped down to 250. So, you just because you think it's cheap and you could buy a lot of shares of it, 5,000 shares, every penny on that trade, you're going to lose about every penny you lose in $50. Lose $1 on that trade, it's a $5,000 trade. You know what I mean? So don't ever estimate, oh, it's cheap. I got, oh, this is something I could afford. I could buy, I got 10,000 in my account. I could buy maybe, 4,000 shares. It does not work that way. It does not work that way. But I'm very happy I got out of that trade. All right. What else I looked at? The PHUM. Let me bring up that one. Why is it not coming up? Got the wrong one. PHUN. That's it. So the PHUN, here's another one. Stock had a big rally, popped, went from 70 cents to $1.20. I got in right around $1.15. I thought it was going to go higher. I got out around $1.13, and it dropped down to 90 cents. I would have got really hit right there pretty hard. That was another one. And the EXLB. Another one, big run up, $1.10 to $1.30. I jumped in around $1.26, got out at $1.22. There's one of the big things that we always got to learn. It's called the 30-second rule. Okay. If you're not making money within 30 seconds, you just got to get out of the position. Okay. That's the rule that we teach here at Cyber Trading University. So remember, a little loss is a lot better than taking a big loss. So if you're not in the right direction, you got to move on and get out of it. So anyway, that kind of worked out pretty well. So anyway, I really don't like talking about losses, doesn't make you look good, but you know what? But if I always think it makes you look better. I actually believe it makes you look better because we're all human. We all lose, and we got to learn how to stop doing it. Because once you stop losing money, that's when you start making money. Now, there are a lot of stocks out there that are moving in the market. That we're having a nice little move in the market right here. The market is actually up. What are we up right now? Pure One Imports filed bankruptcy. What is sad. We're up about 300 points. We got EXLB. We're going to keep an eye on B. We're going to keep an eye on that one. Which is the one I just told you about. I want to keep an eye on that one. SFEET is another one came up on my radar. Stock's up 37%, 5 million shares. A lot of big iceberg orders out there. SURF. SURF. That one also up about 40%, 300,000 shares. Very decent amount of orders. Spread's okay, but it's kind of teeter-tottering here for the past hour. So I'm a little skeptical on that. INO, which is what we traded so far, it's starting to back off a little bit here, making lower lows. Remember, guys, if you were here yesterday and you're a student of CyberTrading University, you know the stock is not your typical, level a category 1 stock. Okay. This thing does get a little nasty, does a lot of nice little shakes. Spread can get pretty ugly here at a point. Remember, the cheapest trade you can make is buying the stock. We got that one. What else we got? Oh, can't forget about this one. Blockchain. So anyway, we would talk. I did an event last week on blockchain stocks, on cryptocurrency. So you can see how that stock is obviously, it's kind of moving a little bit nicely. Not a crazy, but this stock is a pretty easy and fun stock to trade. I want to keep a close eye on that one. Penn's going back on the watch list. And by the way, don't underestimate, we're trading some very inexpensive stocks all the time, because listen, to me, it's just less risk, more reward. And by the way, they're not penny stocks. I would say 95% of those are not penny stocks. They're just under $5. Because the stock's under $5 does not make it a penny stock. Okay. And the reason you got to be careful when you deal with these penny stocks, it's very difficult. One of the biggest tools that we use when it comes to trading is you can't see the dark pools. You can't see, you really can't see any of that stuff. So you got to be really, really careful when it comes down to that. So we have that. And then what else we got? This one right here. We got the FSCT. Yeah, that one's been a great short right there. By the way, why is people so scared of shorting? It's like, you should be 1,000 more petrified to do an option than to do a short. I know it's not, they call it the American dream, the short stocks. That means you're a negative person. But listen, whatever we make go long, we make a killing going short. When it goes up, comes down twice as fast. So don't underestimate shorting a stock. I mean, shorting has been great. And like I said, if you like options, you should be drooling to do a short. Because that's basically what an option, a short is, an option. You're basically borrowing a stock from somebody and leveraging it for your best advantage. You got to pay it back where you borrow it at. So we got that one. And then what else I'm missing? Anything else I'm missing, Cyber Traders? I think that's pretty much it. NNDM. Yeah, that one took a huge hit right there. Major hit, down 14%. It did come back a little bit. But the only problem with the NNDM, just keep an eye on it. Remember, we traded it yesterday. I know it's on the watch list, but just be very careful of it, because it was extremely, if you did your homework right, okay? Meaning, I know we started classes this week. By the way, today is Wednesday. So today, for all the gold and platinum students here at CyberTrading University, we do our lessons every month. And, this is phase 1, lesson 3 and 4 that you're going to do. And we do talk specifically about, about chasing, about, risk to reward and stuff like that. Spread is the most important thing. Remember, there's 3 letters, 3 very important letters that we teach you here at CyberTrading University: tradable, trend, and trap. Okay. Forget about what a trap is. Forget about a trend. It has to be tradable. That is the most expensive part of your trade. And when we bring it up, because you guys went over it, you got to make sure that stock is tradable. Buying is the cheapest thing you do. That you could do to yourself. Getting out, destroy you. Okay. Remember, you did not make any money until you sell the stock. Soon as you buy it, you're already a loser. You're down to commission, which is peanuts, because some of them even free. But it's the spread. The spread is very, very important. So be very, very careful when it comes to stuff like that. Michael says stocks generally come down faster than they go up. That's right, Michael. That's the whole lingo. Whatever goes up comes down twice as fast. That's the way the lingo goes. All right. Any other stocks we're missing? Anybody on YouTube or Facebook? Anybody want me to look at something that I did not see? Anybody else? I think we got a pretty decent list here. We got about a little less than 15 minutes. It was at 9:17. I'm going to get ready for the open. Oh, I got my Jets cup too, coffee, by the way. Any football fans out there? I hope we have a football season. I really do. Classes that are going to start at 10:30 this morning, and then you got 3 o'clock. If you're watching us on YouTube and Facebook, we do the same broadcast at 2:30 to trade the close. Listen, I know we have some West Coast people, and some people are like, it's late. I mean, I'm a late sleeper. I mean, it's too early in the morning. That's okay. There's 2 times when we get the biggest movement: the first hour and the last hour. That's about it. And then also to everyone here, let me just bring this up. You could see on the bottom on the scroll that, every Thursday at 12 o'clock, we have an event if you're watching YouTube and Facebook. But Cyber Traders too, also, just remember tomorrow is a very big event. Once a month, we bring some of the most well-named educators in the industry that I love working with. And just don't forget, it's called the Cyber Expo. We got 3 great speakers, including people in the industry, Bubba Horowitz and John Thomas. And I'll be taking off at the beginning, so make sure you register. And then also remember, we have our Memorial Day deals for all you cyber traders and everybody online. So don't forget to look into our Memorial Day deals, okay? And then and by the way, salute you all. Remember, I don't know if people realize it, but Memorial Day is not a day of a 3-day weekend. It's a day to remember our veterans for what they did to allow us to live and be here today to enjoy our wonderful lives. So thank you, veterans, for everything you've done. It's always been a pleasure, and I always salute every single one of you guys that are out there. So thank you for your service. All right. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. Like I said, no better place to be than the Cyber Group room. Let's make some money. If we don't see you in class, we'll see you back at 2:30. All right. Happy trading, everyone.